Hi, everybody. I'm Jones.
And I'm Mann. And we're Jones and Mann. And today we are jonesing on this 1792 small batch bourbon. All right, so 1792 small batch. I know you're super excited about this bourbon here because you're really trying to get me into the bourbon world, and I'm all for it. You know, I'm a destination drinker. The faster I can get there, the better off I am. So what can you tell us? What's all the excitement about this 1792?
Well, I'm really excited about 1792 because in doing my research and trying to find a bourbon that you like, and you like the Blantons.
Yep.
But for us in North Carolina, the Blantons is extremely hard to find, and at $60, that makes it a premium alcohol, or at least for the average guy.
Yeah.
You don't want to spend $60 on a daily drinker.
Yeah. And I paid $80 in a couple places for it.
Oh wow, that's that's definitely high tier.
For sure.
So in doing my research, a lot of sites are saying that the 1792 is definitely half the price. This bottle was about $30. Mm-hmm. With the Christmas discount, I think I paid maybe $28.
Okay.
So great price point. Hopefully the flavors will be on par with the Blantons.
Nice.
I'm really excited about trying it, and I'm hoping that it's gonna meet that Blanton's plateau that you said.
Okay. So I think it's time for us to do what we do. We'll crack into it and get some house rules popping off as normal. It does say 1792. Is there any significance around the 1792?
Isn't that the year Columbus sailed the ocean blue?
No, I don't think that was a different year, and it wasn't for bourbon.
Definitely not. No, 1792 is the year that Kentucky joined the Union, so that is part of its history. So Kentucky bourbon, good name for it.
Yeah, some nice Kentucky roots there. Yeah. All right, so let's do what we do. Smells good.
It smells good.
Smells pretty good. Cling them and drink them?
Cling them and drink them.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. A little spicier than Blant.
Yeah, a little spicier.
I would say it's probably like a cross between Blantons and Eagle off the first.
It definitely has a very good spice note to it for me.
Right.
Man, so what I will tell you about this small batch is that it was originally named the Ridgemont Reserve.
Okay.
And it had a age limit of 8 years. Now that they changed over to the small batch, they don't really say how long it's aged, but I'm hoping that it's still the 8 years, and it's still aged in the American oak barrels.
Okay.
So as we kind of
switch around on the rocks,
switch around a little bit, see how it tastes.
Clink and drink. Oh yeah. Yeah. That takes it down. That pulls.
It takes some of that
spice
out.
Takes the spice
but
out.
Man, that is. I'll wait for your review on this one, man. This is.
At half the price, it definitely still feels and reminds me of Blantons. And as you know, we usually start with a little side-by-side kind of before we begin. So we did a shot of Blantons to kind of open the palate up a little bit. And I'm not really, there was more of a contrast in the neat shot because it was a lot spicier, a lot peppery. But on the rocks, I can see it tasting and feeling a lot like that. I like it. I really do. I think you might have done a pretty good job of finding a winner here.
It's I like it. So far as the neat shot, it wasn't for me. It wasn't as fiery in the mouth.
Right.
It was spicy, it's really good. It has a lot of good cinnamon and caramel, and you can taste the aging. But when you try it on the rocks, it kind of pulls it back.
Yeah.
And it takes some of that spice down. And even the neat shot, it wasn't as fiery in the front of my mouth.
Right.
And I got to taste more of the alcohol itself.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying it. So
I would say, yeah. You know, I think it's time for us to, you know, kind of call it. Is it a favorite or a flop? And for me, I think at the price point, it's not as cool of a bottle as Blanton's, but at the price point, it's definitely a really a good bourbon. I get the warm and fuzzies about it, like I did the Four Roses that we did earlier. I would definitely say if they had 1792 at the bar, I'd order it over even over Blanton's, depending on what my budget for the night was. Yeah,
Right.
And you know, like I say, I always say I'm a destination drinker. And the thing I like about bourbon is that couple of degrees or a couple of percentage points of alcohol content helps me get to my destination a little bit quicker. And I definitely, I would say new favorite. What about you?
this is definitely a new favorite. You know, I love Buffalo Trace Distillery and all their brands, the Eagle Rare, the Blantons, the Buffalo Trace, even the Ancient Age. But at this price point, it's priced right around the same mid-grade price as Eagle Rare and the Buffalo Trace. And even though it is still hard to find, definitely a favorite.
Okay.
Definitely a new favorite for me. What is that, like my second favorite?
Maybe second, yeah.
Second, possibly third favorite?
Possibly third, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a favorite. Something I will keep in my cabinet. And like most of the other hard to finds, I'll just kind of keep it to myself.
Yeah.
Good daily drinker, I think.
Okay.
Good
At $30, I think you can classify as a daily drinker.
Oh yeah.
So there you have it, folks. The white elephant that Jones rarely given a favorite, but 1792 has earned itself a two-time from both of us.
Yeah, man,
a favorite.
It's definitely a favorite. It has a lot of good flavors to it.
Yeah.
Really rich. I like the spice to it.
Yeah. I mean, I like it on the rocks. Definitely better than neat. I like Blanton's neat, but I like this on the rocks better than the neat.
Yeah, this is definitely a neat or on the rocks for me.
Okay.
I would not taint it with any kind of watering it down, other than maybe a little water to keep that fire out.
Okay. Well, I think we should just, finish up these glasses, maybe pour a couple more. And this has been another episode of Jones and Mann. We'll see you next time.